What's up, guys? I'm Alex.
I'm Jason. We're the Table Monkeys, and we are here with a quick video to talk about the next competition that we have coming up, where we will both be competing. It will be at the Battle of the Bunker 3. So this is the third rendition of this tournament. It's a tournament that we actually came up with back during the COVID times. Mark Hoover, who is the main host, he'll be hosting it. Like Armed and Dangerous will be hosting it, co-hosting it with Hate Me Apparel, which is run by Robbie Archer, who's another really cool apparel company, and also just like he's super into arm wrestling, getting into it hardcore and helping promote it. So Mark has a wicked gym and everything. So during COVID, we were like, we got to do an event at his place.
Yep.
So we came up with this idea of having two groups. I think when we did it, we went up to 8 people, but he's capped it at.
We did 6, but I think
it varied, but he's got it where he keeps it at 6, right?
Yeah.
So it's 6 people per group. So there's each weight class is 12 pullers, divided into 2 groups of 6, and then each group runs a round robin. So everybody pulls each other once, and then the winner from each group, they face off in a best of 3, I believe, super match. So it's a ton of pulling for the day. When we ran it, it was just like, this is fucking cool. This is such a wicked tournament.
I think round robins are got to be one of the most fun tournament formats
to participate in, for sure. So Mark loved it. He ran it again last summer. I think I participated last minute left hand, right? That was when I had that battle with Jeff King.
I did the first one and I had a great time.
So we both were like, we're definitely doing it this year.
Definitely doing it this year, and I really haven't done much since. I competed at our event a little bit. I wouldn't really count that, but I did provincials, and then I haven't really competed since November, like Ottawa Open.
So it was, I think, Ottawa, and then provincials, and now this.
I wanted to do more tournaments this year, but it just
hasn't worked
out. So I've been putting a lot of my energy into this event. I've known about it for probably
at least 4 months.
4 months. So it's been my main focus. Been training hard, been getting bigger. As you can tell,
put on lots of
massive.
Weight.
I'm actually the biggest I've ever been in my arm wrestling career. I'm like 235 now. I have to make 230 to make the heavyweights class. Feeling really strong, ready. I've been pulling a lot. Cut it off like a week and a half ago, and now I've just been focusing on lifting, and the lifts are going up. So everything is looking good.
It's that whole peaking process.
The whole peaking process is going well. I'll go over my right arm real quick. So, I mean, my right arm is always harder for me, but the right arm class is very stacked. We've got Joseph Spoljar, who was the former #1 in 198. Likes to challenge himself, so he's going to pull in the 230 class this time around. And he's a killer. He crushed me the last time I pulled him. His hand is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Super heavyweight hand in the
and he trains a lot with Earl Wilson, so he's used to pulling with bigger guys.
Yeah.
And like he's very accustomed to not being the bigger, stronger guy, which makes him very difficult to deal with.
Anyway, he's the favorite in my group of 6, and then to take the whole thing as well. In my group of 6, I also have Phil, who's kind of an unknown, unassuming guy, but if you ever grip up with him, he feels like a fucking wall. He's just ridiculously strong.
Great wrist and
back pressure.
Back pressure. Like he's one of those guys that says, "Oh, I just do tons of pull-ups," you know, and like he can probably do like, I don't know, hundreds of pull-ups in a row. Like he's really strong in that lane, and he's figured out the arm wrestling relatively quickly too. He's definitely a newer puller. I think with him, you have an opportunity to exploit the setup. Where that becomes a lot more difficult with Joe, because Joe's also an extremely experienced puller. But he's one of the Hate Me and Armed and Dangerous guys. Like he normally pulls with, I'm pretty sure he pulls with Hate Me all the time now.
I think so too.
They're in Mississauga, and they pull on Thursdays, I think.
So it's very difficult for me to win my class and then make it to the finals. If I do make it to the finals, I think I do have a good chance of winning the thing. Because the competition on the side, it's very stacked on the other side, actually, with Yannick, Paul, and Blake. So I'm hoping they kill each other if I do make it to the finals, which might give me a chance. But getting past Phil and Joseph is definitely a tall order.
So we're start with that. That's the first thing. Where for me on right arm, it's actually a little bit different. So it's kind of the opposite. For me on right arm, there's only one other guy in my actual group who I feel is is somebody I have to worry about, who's Mike Mendy. He comes from the London crew, and he's got the wins over me as far as our pulling history, but it's been a long time since we pulled competitively.
But that guy's style is just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's real hard to deal with. He's one of those, I don't need my hand, I just need my elbow, and I'm going to go sideways.
And it's made of iron.
Yeah, and it's very stupid strong elbow, super explosive hits, very fast, and very used to the ready goes. He's always very, very good in a ready go situation. So he's my biggest competition on in my group. But that's about all I have for competition in that group. I feel like the rest of the guys, like both him and I, will hopefully be able to deal with pretty easily. So it's going to come down to how much we beat each other up. And then in the other group, like depending on who I go against there's 3 guys in that group that I feel have a good chance of making it to the finals, and all 3 of them will be a handful to deal with if that's who I end up against.
So hopefully it's like me and they kill each other.
Yeah, exactly. In that situation, so you've got Cameron Quayle, who's a younger puller, but he's got a crazy flop wrist press, very Jerry Cadorette style, and he's just a big farm kid. And then the other 2 guys, Big Ray Belmore, who's from around here, usually pulls with the Hayden and Andre Dangerous guys, and he's a big monstrous top roller.
6'6", giant hands.
Yeah, stupid big hand. And then Kyle Rayner, who actually came in 3rd at Arnold's last year. He's from way up north, so he doesn't compete very often, but similar to us, has a very extensive powerlifting and strongman and sort of gym background. He's a personal trainer. He's been around the gym and understands training really, really well. And over the last, I think, about 3 or 4 years, he's just really focused in on arm wrestling. Yeah. And when he competes, he does well.
Yeah.
He's got some big wins in his short career so far. But I feel like he's definitely the favorite to win his group, and getting up against him right arm, I think will be a hard day for me, but definitely something I feel I can get done. But
hopefully you can exploit the experience.
Yeah, that's the situation. Like I said with you with Phil, if I do get against Kyle in the finals, I'm hoping to be able to take advantage of the setup. Might probably lose a round, but maybe and hopefully be able to make the adjustments to pull it off. So
and then
that's right arm. Yeah,
that's right arm. Left arm, we kind of have a similar deal as well, where it's kind of easier for me, especially, to get to the finals. I have to get past Joseph Spoljar on left. That's not his dominant hand or arm. And if I do that, I should be able to, I should have an easy path to make it to the finals. If I do get to the finals, the other class is pretty stacked as well. We got Yannick, Blake, and Paul Babitz. So I want to have a tough match regardless with whoever I face there.
Again, hopefully those 3 beat each other up.
Yes.
And by the time you get there, I think your biggest issue with left arm is just making sure that the elbow is healthy enough, which is kind of mine with right?
Yeah, it's a little dodgy right now, but with now 12 days to recover, I'm hoping it's going to come together. Yeah. But we never know. If I make it to the finals, I'll be confident that I'll win it.
Yeah, I think I'm confident. Like fresh for fresh, I'd be confident with you in all 3 of those matches that you just named from the other side. I wouldn't say that you're like a favorite necessarily, but I'd have you like definitely in each match and confident that you could win all of them. So again, as long as you don't take too much damage in your group and they take some damage in their groups, you could have a good left hand final for sure. And then for me, kind of the opposite again. So now more like your right-handed situation. For me, the group that I'm in left-handed is relatively competitive. I've got Ray Belmore, who's, again, he's a beast. I've got Kyle, who's also a beast. And then Jeff King, who is another beast, but a bit of a wild card in the sense that he has a very distinct style. He's a hook puller. He's extremely sticky. So there's some lanes to beat him, but it's very easy to get caught in his hook. And if you do, it can be pretty difficult to get out of. So I had a great war with him last year, but that completely fried both of us, especially me, for the rest of the tournament. So I didn't end up doing very well. So our group probably going to beat the shit out of each other, and then whoever comes out on top is going to have a hard day with whoever makes it to the finals from the other group. But the other group, there isn't really anybody left-handed that I'm worried about at all. So it's just a matter of how much damage I take getting to the finals. But I'm confident I can get there. If I do get there, I'm confident I can win. but it's not an easy day to get there.
So more of the story is we're coming out with at least 2 hammers.
Yeah.
Maybe an extra one.
Yeah, we're hoping we should get 2, hoping for 4. We'll see what happens. But again, it's an awesome event. If you're in the area, please come by and check it out. Look up Armed and Dangerous or Mark Hoover, Instagram, Facebook, so you can get the details. It's out in Dunnville, August 26th.
If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe.
Smash the bell, all of those things.
And monkeys out.
Peace.